Next up, I want to talk about the games coming out this year. So I got a whole list of all the stuff with release dates or at least release months or whatever. I want to go through them, and I want to see what games do you think will get delayed, if any.
Okay.
And just kind of what your thoughts are on the impact that those games will have. Got a big old list, so we're not necessarily going to go through all of them. But so we're in July now. Halfway through the year, we've already seen a whole bunch of pretty big releases. Rocket League Collector's Edition coming to retail.
Not going to get delayed.
5th. There you go. Yeah, we're close enough that it's happening.
Yeah.
Rocket
League Deluxe Edition is happening.
So yeah, it's cool though. Retail. I mean, that must be huge for them. You talked to him a bit about that.
I think they're doing it in conjunction with 505, if I remember correctly, which is kind of a small A publisher.
505 is also releasing Hawken July 1st.
Right. Yeah, Hawken's finally coming
in July 8th on PS4.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's finally coming to PS4. Yeah, I feel like Rocket League, that's going to be a nice way for them to make some supplemental income. These are for people that like games on their shelves. It's the same reason they're releasing Shovel Knight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many people for Rocket League buy it. Oh, I want to support them and I want it on my shelf. And how many people are like the people you're talking about, Colin, who don't buy digital games, have heard about Rocket League, obviously, and now it's there on a disc. They see it at Walmart, like, why not? I'll pick it up.
My suspicion is we can just ask Jeremy in a few weeks and find out.
Well, there you go. We should do that.
Jeremy, expect a phone call.
Monster Hunter Generations coming to 3DS. That'll be big for them. Ark Survival of the Fittest finally coming to PS4 July 19th.
I'll believe it when I see it and ride a big old beaver.
Interesting stuff going on with that studio too, with a lawsuit and all that kind of stuff, I believe. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how that does on PS4. It sold over 1 million copies on Xbox One. It's a pretty big game.
Yeah.
Killstrain, July 19th, July 12th for PlayStation Plus users.
Not getting delayed.
No.
Killstrain.
It's gonna be interesting to see what it does.
Yeah,
what does it do?
This is one of those test beds I was talking about. This is one of the 3 test beds with Guns Up was already out. This is the next one, and then Drawn to Death. These will be the Sony San Diego experiments to see how these games as a service work for them. I Am Setsuna coming to PC and PS4 July 19th. What are you thinking about this? Super stoked about it. I think the game looks fantastic. Yeah. What I'm interested in is with the stealth release, as I mentioned before, of Adventures of Mana on Vita, if they're going to also stealth release I Am Setsuna, which is available in Japan on Vita, but not here, if they're going to do that as well. Still, people are really stoked about this game. Spiritually, it looks a lot like Chrono Trigger. Yeah. As I talked to Alexa from GameSpot on our July exclusive, which will go up in the end of July for Patreon subscribers, I do believe that I Am Setsuna and Star Ocean, although Star Ocean isn't very good apparently, were the tip of the spear of a JRPG revolution or a renaissance that's happening that's going to coincide with Persona 5 and Final Fantasy 15 and all these other games. So I think that I Am Setsuna is certainly going to be up there. I think that game's going to be great. Yeah, I mean, everything so far looks like they're just nailing it. Like, it's being made by people that obviously care about the genre and what it meant to them growing up and playing those games. Like, down to the music, down to the look of the character designs and just their outfits and everything. Like, the way that it's written. Man, I'm very, very stoked about that. And it does seem like the perfect Vita game. Yeah, it does. I mean, Square Enix is so inconsistent with this shit, but I really do feel like that Adventures of Mana release is weird on Vita. They didn't talk about it until the game was out, and I feel like maybe they'll do the same thing. Wait, so what's the story there? Was it on mobile already? It was released on mobile and Vita in Japan, and then it was released the day it was supposed to come out, I think, on mobile here. They also, like, it just snuck onto the PlayStation Store. Everyone was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you told us this wasn't coming to Vita. The trophies aren't up. The trophies aren't up. They probably did this very quickly. And people were asking for it. I just hope, and I'll say it more on PS I Love You next week, and I'll talk about it more on Twitter, I'm sure, that let's go buy this game so we show them that we want more of their games, because Square Enix is still supporting the Vita in Japan. We're getting Dragon Quest Builders, for instance, in the fall on it. So, and I think we're getting Dragon Quest Heroes 2 on Vita in the West as well. So, we'll see. I take issue, Tim, with you saying that's the perfect Vita game, because the perfect Vita game comes out in the middle of July called Galgun. You get these girls, you give them the orgasms, you rub them, you do it. Shit. They all fall in love with you. Sorry, Colin. He's won me over. It's an Indie Creates game. Yep. In the middle of July, you said? Yeah. That's not on my list. So I wonder why. I don't know if a lot of people are really excited about Galgun and the way they want to talk about it on a podcast, but Greg Miller wants to platinum it. Banner Saga 2, PS4 and Xbox One, July 26th. Hearing rumors of delays on that game for console. Still going to be free, I believe, for a period on Xbox One if you have an Xbox Gold account for a little while in July. Back half of the month, right? Yeah, I think so. So the original Banner Saga, which I did not beat, I really think that game's really fucking dope. Other things
lot of
came out,
people loved
they got distracted. It's about as close to Final Fantasy Tactics as we're gonna get, probably. It's mechanically way easier. There's a lot of choice to be made in the game, and a lot of like repercussions for everything you do. And it's super dark. It reminds me a little bit of Game of Thrones, frankly. So yeah, in terms of its plot, in terms of its setting, the direness of it. Yeah.
And this one was a little shocking to me because I didn't expect it so soon, just because I didn't know. But We Happy Few, PC and Xbox One on Xbox Game Preview and Steam Early Access, July 26th.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That game looks awesome.
Game looks great.
I go back to that E3 conversation we had about it where I played it at PAX a few PAXs ago and I was like, I don't understand. What am I doing? Like the game, like no context to what was happening running around. I was like, all right, I know Jim's in it, so that whatever. And then that trailer floored everyone at E3. Everyone walked away being like, that game looks awesome.
Yeah. I guess they announced July at that conference, but July now seems a lot sooner than it did a month ago.
Well,
so.
June went by in the blink of an eye.
Fallout 4 Vault Tech Workshop DLC coming in July at some point. Don't care at all?
No. I like the Far Harbor stuff I jumped into and I was like, yeah, more Fallout. And I was like, this doesn't work. I've been gone too long. I don't care. Why do my character, what's happening? Runs like crap here. And
do you think people do care though?
oh yeah, people like Fallout. I don't think Fallout 4 has the resonance that Fallout 3 did. Or, you know what I mean? You don't hear people talk about it on that level.
Here's the big one, guys. Pokemon Go.
Did
July.
you catch him?
It's finally happening. I didn't get in on the beta, which I'm kind of upset about because I applied and I feel like I'm a pretty cool dude.
They only let Pokemon Masters in.
Yeah,
You're not one
right.
of them.
You're right.
Spencer got in there.
Kevin's little brother.
He's in the
out
age
there,
bracket. They're like, no,
Pokemon
we don't care
going.
what old men think of the game. We
They
want the
most
young
definitely
boys.
care what young men and old men alike think. Then we get into August, the Division DLC, the Underground DLC.
I'd be
August
really
2nd.
interested to see how that does. It seems like the Division, like Ubisoft kind of broke the Division.
Yeah.
And that's kind of sad. It was working fine when I was playing it, but
What I hear from hardcore people, yeah, they're not happy with it. They're not thrilled. So yeah, will this bring people in? Will they get into it? Will they care about it? We'll see.
still interested in what their
shall
numbers
see.
are
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, the real numbers, not the number of registered players you've had. Great. What
Who's
is your
actually
What do
playing?
your
Your
concurrents
concurrents
look
tonight.
like? Yeah.
No Man's Sky.
Finally.
PlayStation 4.
Kevin and I are
August-
stoked.
August 9th. Yeah, Kevin's big on this
Got a
one.
morbid curiosity about this game.
Yeah. Kevin, what do you think about No Man's Sky? Let's get you in here.
Kick on that microphone. Dust it off.
Getting ready for my VR experience game. We're doing this, right?
Nope.
VR?
Nope.
No, probably
Wow.
not. Not at launch for
Maybe.
sure. Maybe.
Maybe later.
Maybe.
I'm excited for No Man's Sky.
I am too.
Kevin and I have
Very
both
excited.
played it, and that's the biggest thing. I talk about the internet's expectations being run away with this, and that they all think they're going to get in there and fucking make their own Dagobah and chill out and live with Yoda. It's not going to be that. It's going to be landing on planets. It's going to be scanning stuff. It still strikes me as a game that, yeah, I'm going to want to. It strikes me as the perfect game for where I'm at most nights, where it's like, man, I don't want to go to bed just yet, but I want to play something, but I only have 30 minutes. Like, I don't want to get into something too deep. This seems perfect. In there, fly, land, cool.
In there. Yeah. I really appreciate that, Kevin. He's just never happy with whatever they're giving him.
Yeah.
When we do the Deus Ex Go thing, all he wants is, when's it coming to Vita? When's it coming to Vita?
Well, he's a good man.
Well,
that's the
that's-
right thing.
that's
That's
No
the
Man's
right
Sky.
question.
Where's the VR? Where's the VR? Good for you, Kev.
Kevin, you
insist
keep
that
this up. You're
get
gonna
what
get to
you
sit in
want.
the room while we record PS I Love You XOXO one day.
Good Lord.
I don't think so.
Moving on. We got Metroid Prime Federation Force finally coming to 3DS.
see what that's all about.
August 19th. It's weird that it wasn't at E3 at all.
I think they learned.
But they showed all their other little games coming out.
I think they just.
They're
There was such a backlash about
Nobody
that game.
wants
It was
this.
such a weird
doesn't
backlash.
seem like they
I think
care.
it was a weird backlash. I think people were being babies about that game.
Oh no, people about video games being babies?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that before, but it's just like it's a spin-off. It's not in place of a
know.
Metroid game. So
And wasn't Reggie was like, we know this isn't the Metroid game you want or something?
yeah, but even then, I don't know. I'm a bit surprised that they didn't at least show it off because they showed off a whole bunch of little games here and there on the Treehouse stream. So
it's dog water now.
it's dog water.
I'll never forget your story of your family members dying from dog water, so I don't drink it.
Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, PC, PS4, Xbox One, August 23rd.
Looks great. I'm excited about it. As
That's
long
the
as I
thing.
can
I'm
play it,
cautiously optimistic about it.
like
You
the
know?
last one.
Nick
Yeah,
is stoked.
Yeah,
We
Nick's
just
super
drove for like an
into it.
hour today, and he was telling me about how that's his next game.
That's awesome. That's great. I mean, and that's the thing. Looking at it, it looks like a kind of game I want to get into, but so did the original Deus Ex. And then I got in, and it was just the battery and the controls, and it just wasn't for me. And I'm
Yeah,
hoping
Nick
this
loved
one
it,
gets
so.
Well,
I know
what do you mean the original Deus Ex? The
last Deus Ex, I should say. I'm sorry, the
Human
reboot
Revolution.
or whatever,
Right.
the PS3 one.
Then Madden, August 23rd, like clockwork. It's coming. Madden 17.
You're gonna play a lot. You said you're gonna do a season with me, right?
Didn't say that. Definitely not.
I'll play offense, you play defense. We go for a season, see what happens.
No. There's like that is something that I won't do. I will not play Madden.
But I won't do that.
The King of Fighters 14.
Nope.
August 23rd.
Yeah.
In North America.
Nope, the fuck out on that one.
Attack on Titan: Wings of Freedom finally coming out. I feel like that thing's been talked
Vita
about
game, I think, isn't
forever. It's coming to PC, PS3, PS4, Vita, and Xbox One. August 26th. In
Wonder if it'll be any good.
The 30th. And
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
From what I've seen,
unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested from a story perspective because it supposedly goes beyond the first season, which is all we have right now in this universe of it.
Sure.
Because obviously the manga goes way farther. but
Obviously.
I'm excited to see it all visualized and stuff because it looks great and it looks fun. It looks Spider-Man-esque for the battle scenes and stuff. I just don't think it's going to mechanically hold up.
Okay. Who's making that one?
Tecmo
Okay.
Koei, I think. Sounds right. World of Warcraft Legion, August 30th.
Alfredo is
People are
juiced.
stoked about that. Alfredo played his first
I saw that.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, people who love WoW, they'll lapse and then stuff like this comes around and they get back into
Yeah.
it. Similar to Destiny in terms of
Sean Finney and all that. But I mean, it's crazy that it just has that staying power, even after the movie. You'd think that would have took him down. But
No, movies can't kill video games.
a whole bunch of games I don't know about. Verdun coming out August 30th on PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh, Verdun, Verdun.
Yeah.
Verdun. Yeah, I don't know what type of game that is.
Then we got Fallout 4 Nuka World DLC in August. Grow Up coming in August, the sequel to Grow Home. Another one of those, back to the last topic.
Yeah.
It's indie, but it's made by Ubisoft and whatever. But like, I'm happy they're trying different things. People really liked the first one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it wasn't
you
my
dug it,
thing.
you
I
dug it.
tried it and I was like, it was like kind of a platformer, but it wasn't at all. And I'm like, all right, I'm not into this.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, by the way. This is Ryan McCaffrey texting me about tomorrow. He's going to be on Colin Gregg, so I just want to
I don't believe you.
get
Show
any
me.
instructions to me.
Show me.
Serious Sam VR, The Last Hope. It's PC early access. Just has a summer release date. Moving on into September, we got XCOM 2, PS4 and Xbox One. September.
Finally,
6th.
finally. Very excited about
And,
that. XCOM 1. Or Enemy, Unknown, so good.
Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness coming on PS4 and Vita. It's another one of those anime games, so we'll see. People really like Psycho Pass.
People are looking forward to that one.
September 13th. Recore coming to Xbox One. September 13th. I'm very interested to see how that game reviews.
Me too.
Because I think
It looks very mediocre.
I'm hoping that it hits the 7.5 range because like that'd be cool. But I hope it
mid-tier
doesn't hit
games
that
back.
5 or 6 range, which it could. It definitely could.
Sure.
Dragon Quest 7 Fragments of the Forgotten Past on 3DS September 16th. You gonna dust off the old
Probably.
Vast
Yeah.
library?
I mean,
for that?
I probably will, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
I have to.
When's that Dragon Quest Builders out?
October, I think.
That's the real jam right there. Give me that Minecraft clone.
Yeah,
Give me some
October.
slimes.
October for builders.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead, Tim.
No, it's cool.
I apologize.
Destiny Rise of Iron expansion September 20th.
Go get them, Destiny players.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go, Colin. For you, Sonic Boom Fire and Ice coming to 3DS September 27th.
Who's making that? Sanzaro?
No idea.
Everybody gave
But
up.
it's totally, they just need a Sonic game, so they're just doing. They're about to announce the next actual Sonic game.
Yeah, they acknowledge that it
So-
exists.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it'll be
excited
better.
about
That things have been
Hopefully-
wrong.
Hopefully, who the hell knows, man? We all know, but whatever. I believe one day we'll get a good Sonic game.
You
Again.
are. It's called Lego Dimensions Year 2.
No.
Putting Sonic on
Nope.
there. Yep. You're going to love it. You're
Nope.
going to have little Sonic in there.
I mean, I'll do that Let's Play with you. Thank you, Greg.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
That was pretty bad.
FIFA 17. I didn't even know what you were doing for a second. That's how off it was. FIFA 17, September 29th. Forza Horizon 3, September 27th. Back to the last topic. Racing games are kind of another thing that like they look AAA, but they're not really. You know,
This
that's
seems to be
more
an
of like
off-cycle Forza,
Hmm.
right? This isn't... Turn 10's not making this one, right? Doesn't
know.
Turn 10 make Forza games?
I don't know.
That doesn't matter.
They start talking about Forza and I was going,
Yeah. Like, are the
Godspeed to you.
Horizon
Go get 'em.
games the core games at this point? Or
I don't
are
know.
those
I
the
just saw...
spin-off ones?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
don't
just...
know.
When I didn't... It doesn't look like a full game to me. Or it's a full game, but it doesn't look like a real Forza game to me.
Forza Horizon 2 was the one with the Fast and Furious
too fast.
DLC.
But I could be totally wrong about that.
Final Fantasy 15 fucking finally September 30th.
We'll see.
Yokai Watch 2. I think that's going to be the next big game that I play.
15?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Yokai Watch.
No.
Which I thought was going to be way bigger in the States than it is.
I remember that.
Yeah, Yokai
That was one
Watch
of
2.
your hashtag Colin was wrong moments.
September 30th. Well, the thing with
It's
Yokai
fucking
Watch,
huge in Japan.
yeah, it's ridiculously huge over there. But here I don't even know if the cartoon happened yet, or I'm sure it probably
I don't know.
is.
The first game did well enough for them to do the sequel, but to localize it. But I thought it was going to be way bigger because that game is massive in Japan. It's absolutely fucking massive.
I did not like that game, the first one at all. NBA 2K17 coming to all the damn consoles September. It's crazy that there's still 360 and PS3 games.
People are still buying them, man.
Install base, man.
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice coming to 3DS in September. And The Division's second DLC, The Survival Thing, 30 days earlier than Xbox One. Moving on into October. October's packed with the big boys here. Mafia 3, October 7th.
Excuse me. I'm excited about that one.
Me too.
I saw it behind closed doors at E3. It looks really good.
Gears of War 4,
Yeah.
October 11th.
Definitely.
Moto Racer 4, October 13th. Yeah.
All right. Skip the ones we
PlayStation
don't know
VR,
about.
October 13th.
Hell yes.
With-
You see that more VR pre-orders tomorrow.
Nice.
7 a.m. I'll be up.
Cool.
Kevin, get up. Be here at 6:30 to make me a coffee, Kevin, so that I can pre-order my VR at 7 a.m.
Res Infinite, along with PSVR.
yes.
October
That is the
13th.
best goddamn news. That game, dude, so fucking fun.
I haven't done the VR one. I love Res.
And that's the thing. Putting it on, like I was, man, that was the first game I feel like I played that I was like, okay, I can see this is a complete experience. And I jumped in, and the boss went behind me, and I did the thing where I was looking for it. And I was like, wait a second. Turned around. I was like, oh my god.
Battlefield 1, October 21st. Civilization 6, October 21st.
Colin, we gonna lose you to that? You think?
Probably.
Last Guardian, October 25th.
There it is. Game of the year.
That'll be the next one I play. Titanfall 2, October 28th.
There it is. Game of the year.
Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim Special Edition,
It's a big one.
October 28th.
Big one.
Dragon Quest Builders, October.
Vita,
At some
baby.
point.
Vita.
Batman Arkham VR, October.
Cool.
You have to
Experience.
assume that will make launch.
If they want to make a gajillion dollars, yeah, because that would totally be the one that people will bring that home and be like, fuck yes, buy it, and then show it to all their friends.
So the one game that was delayed was the Arkham Collection.
Yeah.
Do you think it was delayed for the VR stuff?
No. I think it's that they don't want to fuck up like
Yeah.
they've done in PC.
Virtuous apparently needs more time. So they made the right move. Because remember, Arkham Knight had bad
It was a
juju
catastrophe.
on PC. So I think that not that these games are coming to PC, but Arkham Collection isn't, but they know what they have to do.
They're probably putting Origins in the collection.
That'd be kind of cool if they actually did that.
They won't, but it'd be awesome.
WWE 2K17 coming in October.
Brock Lesnar on the cover.
Really?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
All right.
The big man. Come
I
on.
guess that's a call they could make.
Who else are you going to put in there? Roman Reigns? The drug addict?
I guess you're right.
You going to put Xavier Woods on there?
Yeah.
Just a nobody?
Yeah. I'd rather that.
Just put Chris Jericho back on there.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Anyways, November, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, November 4th.
I think it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Hope the story's awesome with the Naughty Dog guys. Or former
Honestly,
Naughty Dog guys.
the gameplay demo trailer thing they showed at E3 at the Sony conference, that
was
looked
awesome.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Dishonored 2, November 11th.
Hope people enjoy it. Know how they've been waiting for that one.
Not for me.
Nope.
Gran Turismo Sport, November 15th.
Big PS4 game this fall.
Watch Dogs 2, November 15th.
Right here in the Bay
Cautiously
Area.
optimistic about
Right here
that
in the
one.
Bay Area.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, November 18th.
I don't care.
I don't either.
Okay. Really? You don't care? Why don't you care?
Because it's more the same, man.
But that's
I don't
all
want-
you've ever played with
No,
Pokemons.
No, I don't want
Happy
this.
to hear that.
I don't want
You're
this. at
becoming
all.
jaded like me.
No. I've been jaded about the freaking reusing the same goddamn engine over and over. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. December. Steep comes in December at some point. South Park, The Fractured But Whole, December 6th.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Yes. Dead Rising 4, December 6th.
Fuck yes.
Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8, December something.
Kingdom farts.
Last night.
Guys. Kevin.
Get fucking hyped about that shit.
Last night, Tim, Alexa got me drunk.
Good.
And she somehow convinced me to do a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play with you and her
Okay.
next to me doing commentary. So we have
Okay,
to do
good.
that at some point.
I would love that. I've always wanted to do Let's Plays for Kingdom Hearts. It's just hard because it's such a long
It's a role-playing
game. Yeah, it's like not really well equipped for that. We could do a stream. We could figure that out.
No.
Okay. Fuck you.
We're going to do
then.
an 8-hour Let's Play and put it up on YouTube.
Then there's a whole bunch of other games that are
Subscribe
just don't really have any actual dates yet in 2016, but we know we're coming. Neo on PS4, Outlast 2,
Outlast 2 I'm stoked about.
the Star Wars X-Wing VR mission thing, Paper Mario Color Splash on Wii U. Yeah, it was a World of Final Fantasy. was the
It's
other
a
one.
Vita.
world of
Yep,
Final
coming to Vita.
Fantasy.
People seem to really be into that. Did you see the trailer at E3 for that? Looks cool.
Yeah, it
Looks
does.
way more like a tradition. That's like, this is what you want, Colin.
We'll see. If it's like Mystic Quest, I'm gonna be pissed. Like baby's first fucking role playing game, which is what I sense it's gonna be. But yeah, I remember getting Mystic Quest on eBay for Super Nintendo when I was in 9th grade.
Oh man,
And
that must have been a moment.
because that was one Final Fantasy game I never owned, and I was like, this is fucking an embarrassment. I can't believe this game even exists. Oh my god, that game.
You screwed me.
Is it Mystic or Mystical Quest? Mystical Quest, maybe it's one of those.
Mystic. It's Mystic.
Mystic
Quest. Yeah.
Game fucking sucks.